Gruppo Albatros presents Deep South Football Betting Youngsters, a book by Domenico PANGALLO. Book cover.
The first time he bet, it took courage. Now he bets with self-confidence, and even though he loses sometimes, he gets even right away by guessing the next wager right. Twists, victories and defeats, collapsing house of cards and materializing dreams, with troubled southern Italy and the gambling phenomenon in the background. Matrix 24 betting shop in Melito di Portosalvo, near Reggio Calabria, is a gathering place for a group of football enthusiast friends. Giovanni, Walter, Domenico, Giuseppe and Santino not only bet at the weekend, but on other occasions as well. Some come up with infallible strategies, others rely on their instinct and chance. The amount of money won or lost is sometimes big enough to determine the way the rest of the day will evolve. For some members of the party, betting becomes a real business, while others consider it a simple but risky way to earn some extra money and give themselves some treats. The betting shop is also an observation point over the things happening in the small village. Deep South Football Betting Youngsters is a book about football, gambling, and the other passions of a group of friends who just want to have fun and spend some time together.
Excerpt.
It's Christmas night, and after the big feasts of the last 2 days, people swarm in the streets to digest all their food. It's 7 p.m, and many students walk back and forth, taking advantage of the holidays to hang out with friends. At the beginning of the main street, there are a cafe, a tobacco shop, and a betting shop. Matteo, the owner of the betting shop, is chatting with his best friends, Giovanni, Walter, Domenico, Santino, and Giuseppe. "You put on some weight during the holidays, didn't you?" says Domenico to Santino. "I did. I ate everything I could, from pasta to desserts. I gained 5 kilos, but I promise that once the holidays are over, I'll go jogging to get back in shape." In the middle of the conversation, Giovanni says to Walter, "We got you drunk last summer. You were clearly swaying in the disco." Giovanni recalls that they drank some Moët Chandon, a champagne that they used to order when they met in pubs or discos on Saturday night. "Moët Chandon is very expensive. How can you afford it every Saturday night?" asks Santino. "Only real wolves have the fur, meaning that they are young and strong. Therefore they spend their money as they like." Then he adds, "We pay it from 350 to 500 euros. It depends. If we go to the pub, we spend 50 euros for just one bottle. When we go to the disco and there are parties with VIPs, the price can increase to 100 euros. They often drink a lot. That's what these friends do on Saturdays. They split the costs, and since they are young and healthy, and the betting bears fruit, they can afford that standard of living." Then they start talking about other drinks, comparing different bars and clubs, prices and cocktails. Every now and again a mobile phone rings. It's usually someone's friend's brother, sister or cousin. That night they say goodbye earlier than usual, considering how tough the previous days have been. One of Matteo's clients is Antonio, a car insurance agent and retailer. It's been 2 years now since he first started gambling in the betting shop and made friends with everybody in the group. His job is well paid and he travels all around the world. Every 2 months, he takes a plane headed to a foreign country. He has been to Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, Uruguay, Argentina, USA, Canada, Thailand, Qatar, Kuwait, China, Japan, and all the major cities in Europe, including Moscow. During his journeys, he has seen and learned a lot, and he doesn't miss a chance to narrate one of his adventures. He also speaks 3 languages, English, French, and Spanish, which makes things easier for him when he is abroad. Everybody in the group admires Antonio, longing for the possibility to live and travel as he does, maybe after earning a respectful position in society and a big amount of money, just like Antonio did. Every now and then, Giovanni walks out of the shop and leans against the door, hoping to catch sight of a married woman who lives opposite the shop. Giovanni is infatuated with her, and every time he sees her, he stares at her, hoping for her to say something to him. She knows that Giovanni likes her, and when she steps out of her car, she teases him by showing her pearly legs on purpose. This woman, about 45 years old, has 2 children and lives happily with her family, but she likes to give Giovanni false hopes by uncovering her bare legs. She has a beautiful body and an angelic face. She's a stunning woman, and her daughter, a university student, is just as beautiful as she is.